Welcome to Kaleidoscope of the Soul, a space where we look at changing patterns, shapes, and colors of our life's forces, continually shifting energy. Host Lynne Juneau is a psychic medium and healer who uses her gifts of clairvoyance, clairaudience, and mediumship to bring insight to her clients and illuminate their life's purpose. Using symbolology with colors, numbers, ribbons, billets, and more, Lynne helps to facilitate healing and closure within her work. Kaleidoscope of the Soul reminds us that we are a cosmic rainbow of breathing life, creating infinite and beautiful soul complexities of expressions and hue in every moment. Now, here is your host, Lynne Juneau.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Kaleidoscope of the Soul, where even the slightest turn and the slightest adjustment in our viewpoint changes everything. Welcome on this wonderful Friday morning. I'm here in Southern California joining you today, Lynne Juneau, psychic medium, and I appreciate each and every one of you who are joining me here today. Happy birthday. Arnie Layton's in the house. Woohoo! And Charlene Shaz, my lovely medium extraordinaire friend, is in the house, along with Mish from Down Under. Hello, Miss Shelley, and our friend Jeffrey. Welcome. And Ariel. Oh, Ariel likes my hair. Thank you. My hair and I finally came to an agreement this morning. In time to get on camera. Okay. So a lot of you are used to me reading my ribbons, and that's not what we're doing today. Today's special treat, I'm going to be reading not sticks and stones, but stones and crystals. Okay. It's Saturday morning in Australia, 2:30 in the morning. Joining me, Mish. Woo! Girl, thank you. Thank you for being here. 2:30 a.m. Y'all are crazy. Okay, let's talk a little bit about stones and crystals just to get us going here today, okay? As most of you know who've watched me work, I work with a number of different oracles and modalities. I read flowers, for example. I've got two big vases of flowers back here, different oracle cards, ribbons, which are my specialty. And one day I decided to see if I could read crystals and rocks as well. And I've been collecting crystals like a lot of us do for a long time, right? Okay. And, I see Jess Walton's in the house. Woo! Welcome, and Presh. Hello, Jennifer McCormick. Hi. Ascending Universal Butterfly. I haven't seen you in a minute. And there's the lovely Jennifer Rose. Oh, but I digress. Okay. So my go-to book for many years for crystals has been Judy Hall's Crystal Bible. Easy to get. You can go get it on Amazon. What I love about this book is that it has colored pictures, exact descriptions of the color, the appearance, where you can get them, and the stone's attributes and what kind of healing they're good for. I researched Judy Hall a little bit. She passed just a few years ago, but before she did, she authored 45 books on metaphysical topics way before woo-woo was accepted. You understand what I mean? So she was very much ahead of her time. And we have Judy Hall to thank for this work I'm doing today, because as I decided to read stones and crystals, I thought, how am I going to go about this? I wish there was an oracle deck to help me, because when I'm working on camera like this, it's a little tricky, right? Well, sure enough, I start looking around, and these wonderful cards, which are based on Judy Hall's work, were out there, and that's what we're going to be using today for your readings, which I'll start in a few minutes. Heidi Gall, hello. Thank you for joining. And Jamie Lynne, Evelyn, our dear friends in the house, Helen Smith, Ariel Garfield. Oh my goodness. Ariel says her son is 9 and he likes collecting crystals. You know, I was collecting rocks as a kid in grade school. I've always had a fascination with geology and rocks long before I got into crystals, right? Jamie Lynn, Regina, Helen Smith, hello. Okay, so as I was starting to say, there are all kinds of modalities. There's all kinds of things that I'm able to read, cards and flowers and ribbons. And the interesting thing about reading crystals is that they're more connected to nature and the earth. They have their own energy. They're more like living beings. When we work with ribbons and cards and whatnot, they basically have whatever energy we infuse into them, yes, from handling them. But these rocks and crystals have their own energy. Excuse me. Everything has energy. Just about everything is able to store a certain amount of energy. And I know I like doing psychometry, where I pick up an object and sense the energy from it. In fact, I do billet readings where I read little scraps of paper people have held for a short time. So there's a lot of energy in these rocks and stones. And I would encourage you all, in this day and age, we are so connected to our gadgets, are we not? Like here, for example, here we are on Zoom. On StreamYard, and we're so connected to our phones and our computers and everything else. Some days I don't even get outside and I feel like I've traveled 1,000,000 miles. Do you hear me on that? And how natural is our life now? Because we're really children of the earth. Okay. There's my producer and friend, Kelly Brickle. Okay. Anyway, I would encourage you all to bring rocks and crystals and plants and water features into your living spaces to remind us that we are children of the earth. Yeah? Okay. So just looking at a few notes here. One of my favorite crystals, look at this. This is a blue tourmaline. And this is really precious to me. It was a gift from 2 departed friends of mine, Mike Meador, who was a fabulous psychologist in Orange County, California. He and a nun named Sister Sarah held meditation, out there metaphysical meetings for many, many years in his office space, which was absolutely jam-packed with more crystals and columns and rocks and shelves. You could hardly walk across the room in his office. And when he shut down his office, he started gifting these fabulous stones to people. And I was gifted with this one. So when I want to amp up my energy for meditating, sitting in the power, or working when I need a boost, I call on my blue tourmaline. So there's that guy, okay? If I'm doing healing, I will often use this golden, it's a quartz crystal healer. And a lot of people who do healing and Reiki love these. Wonderful, wonderful for doing that kind of healing work. Okay. So, and that healer was gifted to me by 2 Reiki masters who used to have a shop near Sedona. And they both passed as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go ahead. I know y'all are waiting with bated breath and you would like a reading. And here, let's go. Let's get it. All right. My friend Charlene, I'm going to read for you first because Charlene is traveling and no telling how long she's going to have a signal. So, my dear Charlene, I'm going to shuffle the cards for a minute. And I'll go to whoever I'm drawn to. Oh, Mish said she was gifted with a golden healer. Fabulous, aren't they? Okay. Charlene Shaz. And y'all are going to be hearing about Charlene in the near future. She's an amazing medium. Okay. A message for Charlene. Charlene. That one? Charlene. Chrysicola. All right. Hopefully you can see these. I don't have the biggest samples in the world, but this greenish stone here is chrysicola. Pardon my voice. I'm sorry, folks. This happens whenever I go to work. No. So chrysicola has to do with heartfelt communication, and it's very earthy. This facilitates verbal expression. All right. I know Charlene. Charlene this week did her first, she's a medium. She did her first church dem, and she spent her first couple of days doing readings in her space in a marketplace. So verbal expression, Charlene, right? I mean, this is so synchronistic. It empowers you to communicate in a clear, loving way. This stone encourages self-awareness and inner balance, invoking inner strength to speak your truth. Gentle chrysicola transmutes negative energy, healing scars on the emotional body. We'll take that today, can't we? It alleviates guilt and brings joy, easing judgmentalism, especially of yourself, and encourages compassion to all. And Charlene, I know you to be a compassionate woman anyway, but this is bringing that forward for you. Chrysicola helps you love yourself, vital if you are to accept love from others. Chrysicola encourages you to accept with serenity changing situations. And Charlene, you are going through a lot of change, and you have even more coming up this next month in June, July. About once a week, something is going to change for you for about 2 months, I'm being told. This helps you keep your serenity in situations, especially those over which you have no control. Okay? So this is going to help you balance physically and emotionally and stay even more at ease with that great loving heart of yours and express yourself with clarity and compassion going forward. Charlene, chrysicola is perfect for you right now. Blessings to you, my friend, and all the healing and comfort you are already bringing to people. All right. Have a wonderful day, my friend. Okay. Cool beans. All right, we're going to put that one back. Hold on. Oh, and I forgot to say at the beginning of the program that at 2 p.m. Pacific, which is a little under 4 hours from now, my friend Jennifer Rose will be doing her program, Embracing Infinity. Usually it's on at noon, but special time today because I believe her guest, Gertrude Match, is from Australia. So special time, to accommodate her guest, but that will be a fabulous program. I have no doubt. All right. So we've got Charlene. I need more room here, folks. All right. Mish, let's go to you next, sweetheart. All right, Mish, send me some energy as I shuffle the cards for you. Wonderful message and guidance for my friend Mish. And Jeffrey, if you are still in the house, let me know. Okay. Mish, Shelley. Mish, that one. Okay. All right. For you, Mish, we have this muted blue stone called blue kyanite. 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 I can't spell this morning, folks. This crystal is wonderful for deep meditative states. Mish, I hear the little voices in your head saying that you wish you were going deeper, that more was happening when you go to do your meditations. Would that be true for you? Okay. And I forgot to mention, you guys know the drill, but if you can give me feedback as quickly as possible, it's a big help because you know there's a delay, right? So if you've been hoping to get into deeper meditative states, oh, you have some of this? Fabulous. I love how often that happens. Okay. Oh boy, this writing is so tiny. This blue kyanite is for ultimate healing, and the vibration of it is extremely high. This is good for amplifying high frequency energies. Blue kyanite aligns the chakras and the subtle bodies, clearing pathways and meridians. Whoa. This powerful stone grounds and meditates the flow of spiritual energy, restores key life force to the physical body, and restabilizes the energy bodies and the soul after transformation. Kyanite is tranquilizing, inducing deep meditative states, and yet it stimulates psychic abilities. Woohoo! Facilitating detaching from the idea of blind faith or implacable karma. Blue kyanite reveals measures required to balance out the past. It encourages speaking your highest truth. Mish, time to use that wonderful voice of yours and speak your truth, especially whatever it is you may be getting in your meditations and contemplations, if you would understand. Hello, Angela. Welcome. And Mish, you said you already have a piece of this blue kyanite. Guidance from Spirit, as you can imagine right now, is to hang on to this while you're meditating. And even if you're just sitting outside contemplating, or if you're hiking around outdoors, have a piece of it in your pocket if you have one that size. But this blue kyanite is going to help you with your meditation, with your psychic abilities, and help you go deep. Okay? All right. I hope that resonates, Mish. Let me know. Let me know if that makes sense to you, my dear. And thank you for letting me work with you. Can't be forgetting my manners now, right? Corey, thank you. Yeah, I did my hair a little differently today. Hi, Bernie Gear's in the house. Woo, K-Weezy. It's his grandma's 93rd birthday. Wow. K-Weezy, I'm not doing mediumship today. I'm doing more psychic readings. Okay, I'm glad you understood that, Mish. But K-Weezy, hang in there. See if I can get a message for you. Okay. All right, next up, let's read for Sarah Smith, okay? The blue kyanite I just had in my hand evaporated. I guess nobody else had better get blue kyanite today. Oh my gosh. There's too much going on here today. Sarah Smith, send me some energy while I go through these cards. That one. Lapis lazuli. I get for you lapis lazuli, which is a personal favorite of mine. It's one of my favorite colors. Oh. There's the blue kyanite. Went into the wrong tray. Okay. You try doing this stuff on camera in an altered state sometime. There's lapis. Isn't that a gorgeous electric blue? Ooh. This is a very powerful stone. My recollection is that lapis was very popular among the Egyptians. Sarah Smith, do you feel drawn to Egyptian artifacts and history? Because I feel you have a past life connection to Egypt. Okay. Yeah, we seem to be into the blue stones today, don't we? Okay. So there's lapis. And lapis is the crystal for spiritual guidance. What did you just ask for? Look, I'm looking at it on here. Sarah Smith, you asked for guidance. Lapis is specifically the crystal for spiritual guidance. Wow. Okay. It's extremely high vibration. Lapis has to do with heaven on earth. Okay. This is the connection between heaven and earth, harmonizing on all the levels of being. Lapis lazuli helps you access your purpose in life and brings deep self-knowledge. A stone of deep spiritual insight, it strengthens intuition, stimulates psychic abilities and clairvoyance, and facilitates spiritual journeying to contact spirit guardians and mentors, some of whom I guarantee you, Sarah, are from your Egyptian lifetime. This protective stone blocks psychic attack. Placing it on psychic or past life chakras reverses curses and clears disease caused by not speaking out in the past. This beautiful blue has to do with the throat chakra and speaking your truth. And Sarah, I think it's clear from this card coming up for you that you have plenty of psychic ability. And it feels like, as is the case with many of us who are gifted, you were attacked for these abilities in other lifetimes, which has probably made you somewhat hesitant to bring that forward. Oh, ascending butterfly, thank you for reminding everyone. If you all could subscribe to my YouTube channel, Sacred Spiral Network channel, give a like to everyone. It helps us grow. And thank you. Thank you. All right. So there you are. There's your guidance, is to speak your truth, to go ahead and do a deep dive, connect to these past lifetimes you've had, and know that as you do this exploration, you are very guarded. Okay, Sarah? Blessings to you, and thank you for letting me read for you today. Boy, that was a good one. Jess Walton, come on down. Okay. Jess Walton. Okay, Jess Walton. Okay. A message for my friend, Jess Walton. And we have for you Green Adventurine. Oh, there's Jeffrey. I thought you might have taken off. Green Adventurine is the crystal for emotional calm. And of course, it's this deep, lovely dark green, almost like emerald, right? Jess, are we feeling a little frazzled these days? Jess, as I feel into your energy, I feel like your nerve endings are a little frayed and like you've simply had too much on your plate for a while and you're trying very hard to maintain and stay heart-centered. Jess, I feel you considering other people's feelings and their positions, which is lovely, but considering them way before your own needs. And it feels like your nervous system is a bit frazzled from having to do that. Let's see what else Green Adventurine is about. The vibration is earthy, and it has to do with infinite possibilities. Isn't that interesting for such an earthy color? Green Adventurine increases confidence and brings out leadership qualities, but it also teaches that you do not have to be successful in the eyes of the world to enjoy a fulfilling life. This crystal assists you to recognize and overcome any feelings of lack that may be holding you back. It stimulates perceptions and helps you to assess alternatives and possibilities, especially those presented by other people. If you need to step outside your comfort zone, Green Adventurine increases your confidence and helps you to become your true self. Green Adventurine protects and heals the heart. Circling it under the left armpit removes hooks from past relationships. This is very much a heart-centered stone. So Jess says it's spot on. She's working on it big time. I'm glad you understand this. And I would encourage you, Jess, to actually bring this color into your space or wear it. I don't know if you can tell. This is a dark green, about the same color as this. It would help you bring in the calm and connect to your heart center in a very comfortable way and help you balance your dealings with the people in your life that you want to help, that you love, but at the same time, keeping enough time and energy and boundaries for yourself, if you would understand that. Okay? All right, Jess, thank you for your support of my work and all you do. Thank you for letting me read for you today. Green Adventurine, that's your ticket, my dear. Okay, fabulous. Susan Kramer's in the house and Melanie Whalens. Let me stop and say hi to a few people. Teresa Carty, I haven't seen your name up there for a while. Jamie Lynne, who I think is in Australia too. Jennifer McCormick, I think I said hello to you. I hope, if I've missed anybody, I'm sorry. There's Jasmine Irby and our friend Susan Kramer, the horse whisperer, is in the house. Let's see who else I can get to. Oh, there's Corey Dutton. Oh, Kendall Jackson, from Oklahoma. I'm glad you made it in. Fabulous. Okay. There's so many lovely people here. Donna Roy is in the house. Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining, everybody. Oh my gosh. Okay. Jeffrey, I had called on you earlier and I didn't see you again. So let's get to you right now, please. Okay. Jeffrey, send me some energy, please, as I shuffle the cards. Jeffrey, Kodiar. Message for my friend Jeffrey. That one. Granite. Oh, we're gonna get solid now, my friend. We're going to granite. So here's a nice little chunk of granite. Look, it's almost silver. And you might not think that granite's very interesting, but every stone has its value and its meaning. Yeah. This is the crystal for birth, death, and rebirth. So this is a very eternal feeling stone. I believe there are a lot of buildings here on Earth that have stood the test of time, hundreds and thousands of years, because they were built from granite. Yeah? Okay. So this has to do with staying power, and it's a very earthy stone, Jeffrey. Emitting measurable paramagnetic frequencies and high chi or life force, granite passes chi into the body so that an energy field is stabilized and energized, although its harshness may exacerbate depression. So, Jeffrey, I feel that there is such a stability about your basic energy that for a number of people in your life, you are their steady rock. But there may be times when, this is a little hard to describe, but there may be times when you feel a bit isolated and have a bit of the blues, okay? And in your effort to be strong and sturdy, sometimes that bit of isolation may come in for you if you would understand, okay? Granite realigns subtle bodies with the physical, activating electrical activity in the cells and stimulating the immune response. So this is good for resetting your energies. It neutralizes the ill effects of noxious earth energy lines and re-energizes Earth's magnetic grid. Jeffrey, I feel you would have a very easy time connecting to the land that wherever it is that you live on, and to your homeland. And this turns those connections you have with the earth into something very cleaned up and positive. All right. Granite energetically regulates apoptosis, the essential biological process of cell birth, death, and rebirth. It helps you see the bigger picture, okay? So on a spiritual level, the message is this creates a safe, sacred space in which to practice magical and transformational rituals. So it's not to say that you're practicing rituals per se, but whatever your spiritual practice is, it can be very much cleaned up, stabilized, and energized with the help of granite. So, Jeffrey, it looks like you're understanding this message. I certainly hope so. And I appreciate you letting me work with you today. Blessings to you, my friend. Jasmine, welcome. Jasmine Stone from South Australia. Oh, thank you for the compliment about my energies. I'm glad you're here today. And Suzanne Riches is in the house, and Jamie Lynne. Oh my God. Yes, so much of life is sacred ritual. Thank you. Jeffrey always has something wise to share with us. Blessings to you, Jeffrey. Okay. Jamie Lynn. And there's Regina. Okay. Jamie Lynn and then Regina. All right. Let's go to Jamie Lynn, and then I'm going to try to get back to you, Regina. Okay. Jamie Lynn. You're very welcome, Jeffrey. Always my pleasure. Ah, Erica. Hello, hello. Okay. Jamie Lynn. Jamie Lynn. Jamie Lynn. Okay. One more time. Jamie Lynn. Ooh, goody. Citrine. Citrine, the happy stone. I have a nice big chunk of it on my altar. See this beautiful golden color? Jamie, you're familiar with citrine. Excelente. It's the happy stone. It's the stone of abundance. It's the stone that nothing negative wants to stick to. All right, Jamie Lynn. Time to get really, really positive. Abundance and prosperity. We'll take some of that, yeah? This has to do with good fortune. The vibration to this stone is very, very high. Citrine promotes generosity of spirit and accumulation of wealth. It encourages gratitude for the small gifts in life and motivates you to freely share your abundance and expand your heart. Excellent for counteracting depression. This crystal instills optimism and a positive attitude. It overcomes apathy and hopelessness and raises self-esteem. It makes you less sensitive to criticism so that you respond constructively. Citrine capitalizes on your skills and talents, stimulating your mind. This stone of creativity facilitates seeing new possibilities and actualizing them. It protects your aura, cleanses the chakras, and brings joy to your soul. You're already familiar with this, yeah? Oh, hello, Evelyn. Okay, Jamie Lynn. It sounds like you probably are already in possession of some citrine. If not, my dear, the recommendation is that you get some and work on bringing the sunshine and the positivity into your being and start attracting that abundance and love. Oh, you used to have a crystal shop. Oh, you know all about this then. Absolutely. Time for as much positive energy as you can grab onto. Yeah. And Jamie says she has a really nice citrine. Awesome. Awesome. So lots of contact with that citrine. Fabulous. I'm being shown that something happened with you about 3 months ago, Jamie, that knocked you back a bit, and you're still carrying a bit of anxiety and a bit of residual of that event from 3 months ago. Time to process it as much as you can, dear. Release it. Oh, you lost your job. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's tough. That's really tough. Bringing in the sunshine and the positivity, if you haven't found another job already, are going to help with all of that and help with the abundance, right? All right. That's what I get. Citrine for you, Jamie. Thank you for letting me work with you, my dear. Oh, fabulous. Anybody who's on the other side of the world tuning in at all these late hours, I appreciate you. Jamie is still looking for work, maybe going back to school. Not sure yet. Okay. Plug into that positive energy. It's going to help you find your way. Okay? Okay. Regina. Okay. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Is Regina still in the house? Suzanne Welsh is here from Canada, and there's Regina. Okay. Regina, send me some energy while I shuffle the cards. Regina's up right now. Crystal, special message for Regina. That one? Ooh, they're telling me to show you Labradorite. Labradorite? I almost wore my necklace today. I wear my favorite Labradorite pendant to help connect me to the angels. All right. So there's this beautiful dark, very dark blue stone. That's usually how it shows up, with lots of shiny streaks through it. This is the crystal for esoteric knowledge. So it has a very high vibration and it protects your aura. This highly mystical crystal is a bringer of light containing esoteric knowledge, raising consciousness, and connecting with universal energies. It takes you into another world or other lives. Wow. Protective Labradorite creates an interface between you and your own personal energy field and that of another person. So this, if you have any Labradorite, especially, I'm hearing if you had it on a necklace, a pendant that you could wear over your heart center, that would be very wonderful protection. It deflects unwanted energies from the energy bodies and preventing energy leakage. It's excellent for screening yourself while allowing awareness of what's going on in another field. Regina, do you do Reiki or healing or energy work with other people? If so, it would be wonderful for you to have Labradorite on you or around you. If you could weigh in with that, please. You don't want to take on thoughts, other people's thoughts and feelings. You want to remain objectively aware, if you would understand that, okay? This crystal opens intuition and activates psychic gifts. It draws messages from the unconscious mind up to the surface, facilitating understanding, internal conflicts, and multiple agendas. It stimulates imagination, promotes rationality, and contemplation. So this Labradorite is going to allow you to bring in higher wisdom, at the same time shielding yourself from any negativities around you. This is just a lovely stone for using your psychic and healing abilities and not leaving yourself vulnerable. Okay. Teresa, I'm really not doing mediumship here today. I'm focused more on psychic messages. A lot of the lives I do are focused on mediumship, including I'm on Spirit is Everywhere every other Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. Pacific, 4:30 in the UK. And you can catch me there a week and a half from now for that. All right. So thank you, Regina, for letting me work with you. I appreciate it. And Jasmine Stone, come on down. Okay, we've got Allison Stone, we've got Jasmine Stone, and Kendall, hang in there if you're still in the house, okay? Okay, Kendall, hang in there. Okay. Jasmine Stone. Ah, and there's Erica too. Kendall, oh, you're here. Okay. Hang on. You're up next. Jasmine Stone. Jasmine Stone. Message for Jasmine Stone. That one. Selenite. Okay. We have for you, Jasmine Stone, selenite, 3:15 in the morning in South Australia. Holy cow. Thank you for being here. Yikes. Are you familiar with selenite? It's this wonderful, very grooved, little bit rough stone. It's made into lamps a lot of the time, which is lovely. Oh, Brenda, thank you. Brenda likes my hair today. I'm going to have to get my hairdresser to do this for me more often. Okay. All right. So here is selenite. Selenite is the crystal for connecting to higher realms. Most of the healers and psychics I know have a piece of selenite somewhere close by. Oh, you're not familiar with it. This is easy to find, easy to get. Lamps, not expensive. Okay. I see you, Marfel. I'm getting to as many people as I can. I don't know what mobbing is, nor Ray. Okay, selenite. This is crystallized divine light. Wow, Jasmine. It has an extremely fine vibration. Selenite anchors the light body into the earth vibration and downloads divine light into the physical body. It creates a safe, peaceful space that does not allow outside influences to penetrate. This stone detaches entities from the aura and prevents anything external from influencing the mind. It reaches into other lives or the future and checks progress made with the current lifespan, pinpointing lessons and issues being worked upon. Meditating with this crystal brings about a conscious understanding of what has been occurring at the subconscious level and shows how it can best be resolved. It brings clarity, clears confusion, and facilitates seeing the bigger picture. Jasmine, do you have a regular meditative practice, a spiritual practice? Ah, thank you. Neva Erica says it also recharges your other crystals. Thank you. Selenite is good for all kinds of things, but this really looks like a nudge from spirit to be more intentional about your meditation and your spiritual practice, and have this mineral around. Okay. I'm not sure what you mean, Jasmine. I'm not, but that's the message for you today, is to bring selenite into that. Oh, Jen, thank you. Okay. Thank you for letting me work with you. Jasmine Stone, get some selenite and see how it feels to meditate with this. I think it'll really enhance all of your spiritual practice. And thank you for being here. Okay. Next, we're going to jump over to Kendall Jackson. Kendall, I'm I'm not doing mediumship today, but I will check with you and let you know when I'm doing that again. In the meantime, let's see what the crystals and stones have to say. Erica says she keeps some selenite above her doors. That's awesome. Nur Ray has a selenite bowl, a tower, and a stick. I'm telling you, Jasmine, it comes in so many forms. It's very, very popular. Yeah, you're very welcome. Okay, Kendall. A message for my friend Kendall. Angelite. Okay. Angelite is this lovely light blue stone. This is the crystal for angelic connection. Oh my goodness. Enhanced awareness. This has a very high vibration. Time to call in the angels, Kendall. All right. It heightens spiritual perception. This powerful stone facilitates angelic contact. It enhances telepathic communication and out-of-body journeying. Angelite opens psychic channeling from the highest source, connecting to universal knowledge and raising awareness of multidimensional realms. It facilitates speaking your truth and being more compassionate, accepting that which cannot be changed. A popular stone with healers, Angelite strengthens awareness and deepens attunement. It is able to create a protective auric field, balance etheric and physical energies, and prevent psychic overwhelm. It soothes stress, relieves tension, overcomes fear and anger, and fosters forgiveness. What a beautiful, ideal stone for you to have, Kendall, to bring in the protection, to bring in the calm, to know that you have the angels around you, protecting you. This is gorgeous. And if you need help getting a piece of this stone, I don't believe it's something expensive, but this would help you be in contact with what I know are your natural psychic abilities without being overwhelmed. Okay. So, my friend, thank you for joining me on the show today. That's the short message for now. Angelite, see if you can get some of that, my dear, and I will be in touch with you. Blessings, and thanks for being here. Okay. You're very welcome. Zodobi. Hello. That's so funny. I was thinking about you earlier today. I might be psychic. What do you think? Erica Neva, come on down. Erica, you are a lady of some power and ability. That one? Oh, okay. I don't know if you were here when I read this before, but I'll bet this is a stone that you are familiar with. Okay. Lapis lazuli. That's what I get for you, Erica. I never know whether to call you Neva or Erica. Can I just call you Erica? Okay. So here we go. This gorgeous electric blue stone is good for spiritual guidance. It has to do with heaven on earth, and it has an extremely high vibration. It's harmonizing all levels of being. Lapis helps you access your purpose in life and brings deep self-knowledge. It's a stone of deep spiritual insight, strengthens intuition, stimulates psychic abilities and clairvoyance, and facilitates spiritual journeying. to contact spirit guardians and mentors. You know, as I'm going through this, Erica, spiritual journeying jumped off the page at me. If it's been a while since you've gone on a spirit quest or done something of that nature, you're being encouraged by your guides to do that deep dive and go on a bit of a journey. Okay, if you would understand that, I know you are accomplished in your psychic abilities. Yeah, as it is, but we're at the end of May. This upcoming month of June, I'm being told, would be an excellent time for you to go on a vision quest. Yeah? Okay, I'm glad you understand that. This protective stone blocks psychic attack, can put you in touch with your past life and reverse any kind of negativity coming your way, and encourages you to speak your truth. All right? So, Erica, I'm glad you understood that. Thank you so much for being here today on the show, and I'll see you again soon. All right. Wonderful. Okay. I have technically run out of time. Kelly, if I could do one or two more, that would be terrific. Oh, thank you, Erica. I appreciate that. All right. Noor Ray, are you still in the house? Noor Ray. I don't know what mobbing is. I would love to hear what that is. I've got to be quick if I'm going to do this. Okay. All right. I don't know if Noor is still in the house, so I'm going to jump over to Corey. Corey, I haven't read for you for a while. Corey Dutton. Okay. Corey Dutton. Send me some energy, Corey. Okay. I haven't seen this in a while. We have for you rutilated quartz. Rutilated means it has fibers all through it, and it's probably a little hard to see because some of my samples are on the small side. But this is a piece of quartz with all kinds of interesting fibers running through it. This is the crystal for vibrational healing. These are called angel hairs, these little fibers running through it. This has a high vibration. It has to do with energy integration. A perfect balance of cosmic light and grounded energy, rutilated quartz illuminates the soul, promoting spiritual growth. It clears off karmic disease and reframes events still affecting the present. This crystal assists out-of-body journeying, scrying and channeling, contacting spiritual guidance. It's rutile, like the little fibers in there. That content draws off negative energy, releasing the past and cleansing the auras, protecting against psychic attack, and ideal for therapists or counselors. Rutilated quartz filters negative energy from a client, supporting their energy field during emotional release and confrontations with darker aspects of the psyche. Rutilated quartz. Corey Dutton, you need energy and balance. Have you been feeling vulnerable lately to the negative forces that are definitely floating around out there? Oh my gosh. This is rutilated quartz. You may have to search for it a little bit, but I doubt if it's expensive. And this will help you get balanced and grounded. So look for that, Corey. I hope that guidance is helpful to you. And I appreciate you letting me read for you today. Thank you. I'm going to try to get in a couple more. All right. Okay. All right. Kay Weezy, I'm not doing mediumship today, hun. It's a different energy. Check with me on the next show I'm on, please, Kay Weezy. And I promise I will try to bring your grandma through. Okay? Ann Iva, let's jump to you. Kay Weezy, stick around for a minute and I'll pull a stone for you, though. Okay? Hold on. Ann Iva. Okay. Ann Iva. Okay. I have for you chrysocolla. You're very welcome, Corey. Chrysocolla, which is like a muted green stone. And this crystal is good for truthfulness and impartiality. Okay? So, Ann Iva, this has an earthy vibration and it has to do with heartfelt communication. Let's turn it that way. Facilitating verbal expression, chrysocolla empowers, I did read this earlier. It empowers communication in a clear and loving way. It encourages self-awareness and inner balance, invoking inner strength to speak your truth. It's a gentle stone that transmutes negative energy, healing scars on the emotional body. It alleviates guilt and brings joy, easing judgmentalism, especially of yourself, and encourages compassion to all. Chrysocolla helps you love yourself, which is vital if you're going to accept love from others. It encourages you to accept with serenity changing conditions, especially the ones you have no control over. It also helps open up your psychic vision and aids in spiritual communication. And Iva, time to speak your truth. Okay? And this should not be an expensive stone if you wanted to get some of it, but the message is that you can speak your truth with gentleness and compassion and still get your point across. All right? If you would understand that. By being aware of yourself and what's going on with you internally, forgiving yourself and getting past any old guilt, you can accept love from others and have much more balanced relationships. And that's what chrysocolla, that's the message it's bringing to you today. All right, Ann Iva? I hope you understood that. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for being here. I'm going to squeeze in one more for Kay Weezy and then give a message for the collective. Okay? All right, Kay Weezy. Come on down. Okay. Jen, thank you. I wish I could get to everybody. I can't. I can't. All right. Kay Weezy. Message for my friend Kay Weezy. Okay. I drew this a little while ago, and this is, I don't know if you heard this before, Kay Weezy, but you also got rutilated quartz. And rutilated means it has fibers through it that look like, they call it angel hair. Okay? So this is a lovely piece of almost clear quartz with fibers running through it. And this is good for vibrational healing. So you have some healing. And I know you've had a lot of losses in your family here recently, Kiwizi. This is a lovely high vibration stone. It's the perfect balance of cosmic light and grounded energy. It illuminates the soul, promoting spiritual growth. It draws off karmic disease and reframes events still affecting the present. So there are some things that have happened in your recent past, Kiwizi, that if you can change your perspective a little bit and change the angle and the interpretation at which from which you look at these events, you can help yourself do a lot of healing. This stone helps you with all kinds of spiritual guidance and spiritual work and getting rid of negativity, okay? It's also a great protector stone from anybody who would send negative things your way, okay? And whatever darker or more down emotional aspects are around you, this can help clear them out. So again, this is rutilated quartz, R-U-T-I-L-A-T-E-D. I'll bet it's not expensive. If you wanted to get a little piece of this, I think it would help you a lot, Kiwizi. All right, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. All right. And check with me on my other shows. We'll get a message from your grandmother. I'm just not in that headspace today, my dear. All right. Message for the collective, and in, let's see, in a little less than 3 hours, Jennifer Rose will be on Embracing Infinity with a fabulous guest who I believe is from Australia. So watch for that. Message for the collective. All right, here we go. What have we got? That one. Okay, they're taking me back to one of my favorites, Labradorite. So here's that dark, you're very welcome, Kiwizi. Here's that dark blue stone again, good for esoteric knowledge. This is the angel connector. This is another stone great for connecting to angels, very high vibration. It's a bringer of light, esoteric knowledge. It raises consciousness and connects with universal energies. It can take you to another world or into other lives. So it can also help protect your own energy field when you're dealing with others' energy fields. Whoops. Speaking of energy field, you see that? It jumped out of my hand, y'all. Labradorite. It opens the intuition and activates psychic gifts. It draws messages from the unconscious mind up to the surface, facilitating understanding of all kinds. So this is a lovely stone. This is being recommended for all of us who've gathered here today. For anyone who would like a private reading from me, I'm easy to find. My rates are reasonable. LynneJuneau.net or LynneJuneau.com. Either one will take you there. Visit my website, and I would love it if you book a reading with me. I'll be here again in a couple of weeks. I believe the next show is on 5th of June. Every other Friday I'm here. Okay. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you to Kelly Brickle in the background for helping all of this to happen. Blessings and love to all of you, and I will see you again soon.